Okay, cool. Lane, if you can hear me, just be prepared as well. We're going to play the highlight video once Adam and I are walking to one of the holes, okay? I'll explain when. So, 2020 highlight video. Tell me when I'm live, Elaine. Right. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to Huddersfield Golf Club. It's the 2020 Pro Tour, it's the D.D. Porter Construction Open, and it is really heating up, just like the weather here right now. Just about to be joined.
I think my mic's on. Is my mic on?
Oh, here. Adam Walker, just putting the mic on. Adam Walker, co-founder of the 2020 Pro Tour. Adam, let me congratulate you on a fantastic first event on the Order of Merit here today. Having a good day?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, look at the weather. There's not a cloud in the sky. I'm very fortunate to be a member here myself.
Yeah.
So it's good to see the members' support, and it's brilliant. Players seem to love it so far, and perfect day.
People are wondering why Adam's in a t-shirt and I'm in a gilet. It's because where we're set up, it's in the shade and it's absolutely ice cold. But as soon as you come into the sun, my word,
isn't it?
Oh,
you don't get this weather up north like this forever, so you've got to make the most of it. I should have my shorts on.
Right, so big news at the top of the leaderboard as well. John Parry, 3 under par. He's the current leader. John, a serial winner on the 2020 Pro Tour. In fact, he's taken the form from last year straight into 2021. George Ash as well. He's an amateur. He's also 3 under, tied at the top. Incredible stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised the scoring's not lower. I haven't seen any pin positions out there, but I know there's a couple of ones on the pushing the back edge and stuff. I'm sure at the start of the day I'd said 5 under would have a chance. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up 5.
George Bloor did it last year. He was 6 under, wasn't he? Shot 65, 71 par here at Huddersfield Golf Club. Now we've come down to the driving range, haven't we, for a very special reason, because the winner of the Order of Merit, both male and female, will win an equipment contract, won't they, with Orca up here, and we're going to see firsthand. We're going to put Adam under a little bit of pressure here.
Don't feel pressure.
Don't feel pressure. We'll see about that in a minute, won't we? And he's going to hit a few balls. So if you're watching this at home, you want a bit of a lesson from a superstar himself.
Yeah, Chris is playing.
Then Chris is out on the course. We'll have to make do with Adam. Let's go up and have a little Leon. You might find it easier to walk this way with me. And then we're going to head out onto the course and watch some of the action. But let's put Adam under a little bit of pressure, shall we? And just see what he's made of. So we're coming up to Orca Golf. Some nice looking kit here as well, actually.
Oh yeah,
Orca,
I mean,
isn't it?
Orca came on board as a manufacturer sponsor, and it's been amazing to work with the guys. You know, it's an impressive company. So anyway, I'll let these do the business. I'll just hit some balls.
Right. How you doing? You all right?
Good, how are you?
Yes, very good, very good. We were just talking about, see, the winner of the 2020 Pro Tour Order of Merit, of course, gets an equipment contract with Orca this year. Now, Adam's going to test out some of the gear. What's he got in his hand now?
Right, he's playing a Wilson, what is it, the latest FG range, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Wilson staff model.
That's not an Orca.
It's not an
No,
Orca.
it's
not
not an
yet.
Orca.
Not yet.
That's probably
Could be.
why he's not playing on the course today, to be fair. Though.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, normally what we would tend to do is we'd do a fitting based in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
So we'd have our indoor centre where we get the ball that the player would tend to be using regularly. We wouldn't normally use range balls because they tend to mess around with the spin ratings a bit. But what we're going to do is we'll give you a
Well, they're
snippet.
cheap and nasty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you get the odd good one, but then you do get the odd cheap and nasty one. So what we'll do is we'll give you a snippet of the process that we take people through, and then we'll get you to hit a few, and then I'll match that up with something and see if we can get the better numbers.
Do you want to hold that then?
Yeah, of course,
if
I'll
that's
take
all right,
that,
and
yeah, no
take it away, chaps.
Yep,
and,
okay,
perfect.
have
Yeah.
fun.
So what we'll do is we'll take your. We tend to get a loft and line check firstly. You hold that for me, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry,
Hold it to your face.
Yeah, just hold it to my face. So we'll put you on the loft and line machine, and we'll double check what your actual stats are. So what they were built to, what the specs were.
So my stats on paper should be, I'm a half an inch longer in length.
Correct.
I am 1 degree flat,
Okay.
and this should be weaker because I tend to hit the ball quite low, so I want to hit the ball a bit higher, so it
Okay.
should be weaker.
So we build all of our clubs and our specs, all of our lofts are to conventional numbers. So for us, a 7-iron would sit around 36 degrees, and you're saying that you should have them weaker because you've got, and yours are sitting at 32. So yours are sitting more at
Like
what
a
we would
6.
call a 6-iron, yeah. In terms of your lie angle, so we'll get that all set up, and we'll check that for you. You're currently sitting at 60 degrees on your lie angle. So you're sitting probably about a degree flat.
Yeah, so that's fine.
So that the lie angle's fine, but the loft's a bit stronger than what we would say a standard one is. Okay.
Yep.
Then what we would do is we take you over to our swing weight machine, and we double check the actual swing weight of the club. Now, do you know much about the swing weights?
No.
What they are? So swing weights, when you build them, we have a tolerance rating of 0.3. So we'll build them to a certain, to build D1, D2, D3. We aim for D2, but sometimes with certain models they tend to come up a bit lighter. So we'll check yours, and what we tend to find is we would try and match them. So yours is sitting at D1,
Yep.
and then we would normally, what we would do if we had a bit more time is we'd go through the set and we'd make sure that they were all the same.
Carry on.
Yeah, cool.
I'll hold it for you. It looks a bit easier.
What's the difference between a D1, D2, D3 in
So
terms
it's
of?
going to feel heavier or lighter based on the club. So if it's D4, D5, it's going to feel really heavy in your hands.
Yeah.
If it's D1, it's going to feel a bit
And
lighter.
that was a D.
So this is a D1, so
Yeah.
it'll feel a bit lighter.
Well, that's interesting because when I originally went for these clubs, I tried to get them as heavy as I could,
Okay.
because I like to feel the club. So I'm surprised I like.
Yeah, I mean,
130 grams.
it also depends on the shaft though, because if you put a heavier shaft in there, it's going to feel lighter at the head.
That might be why.
So if you wanted a heavier feel in the head, you would tend to go for something maybe a lighter shaft, and then it'll drive all the weight further down into the base.
Yep.
So what we'll do now, we normally would go through the whole set and see the quality of the build. What we would expect to see is them all sitting at D1.
Yep.
And what we tend to see a lot of the time is we see fluctuations.
Yep.
So you get one at D1, one at D2, maybe one at D3, and it makes it very difficult for consistency.
Would a normal player feel that difference in weight?
Yeah, definitely. You'll have, so you get a lot of players that will say, oh, the 7-iron is my best club in my bag.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like I can swing that one. Yeah. So we'd probably check your specs as well. You probably find your D7, your 7-iron fits really well.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the bag is a bit of a mixed bag of swing weights. But you would expect a better player. I mean, Tiger Woods is renowned for it. Everybody talks about on tour how he can feel half a gram different in there. So yes, you would feel a difference, and it would affect how you play as well. So let's get you hitting some.
Yeah.
Let's get some numbers, and then we'll take you through the next one. I'll grab that now because
Thank
I
you.
shouldn't need
Cool.
anything else.
Good man.
Cool, right, so just set yourself up and ping a few across. The trusty cameraman has got a lot of faith in you, I tell you.
He hasn't seen me play before, has he?
I'd move.
So
good where he
Chris
is
should be
now.
doing this, not me. This is embarrassing.
Nah, you'll be all right.
Lovely. Leon, you come
Cool.
round here. Let's get a good look at.
Go one more. So all we would tend to do now is we'd take a couple of stats and check the data from what you're hitting. So we check your carry distance, your spin, your launch. Okay, so for example, that one's come out at 173 carry, 6,169 on RPM, and 12.5 on your launch.
Yep.
Now, for a standard 7 iron, we would tend to look around about 15 to 17 degrees is what we would want to launch. We wouldn't really want anything lower, but because yours is sitting more like a 6,
Is that by mine's launching lower?
It's launching
Okay.
lower as a result. Okay, so your spin numbers are good. On a standard 7, we would expect to see 5.9 to 6.1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
but again,
that spin alter on the characteristics of someone's swing? Like mine, I hit down. So should I spin it more? If
not
someone hits it-
necessarily. I mean, if the club's fit to you, you'll generate that spin. The problem you'll have is if you tend to start spinning too much
Yep.
because you hit down. Yes, if you hit down, you will generate more spin.
Yep.
But if you can't control that, or you're getting too much spin,
Yep.
you're going to lose factors in the rest of the game. So you get too much spin, you get too much height, you'll lose
Just be careful,
distance.
Liam.
You might lose a
Stick
bit of
up behind
control.
Okay.
Perfect.
Should be playing today.
Should be playing today. Okay, so again, it's coming out lower because we know it's a 6 iron. Okay, so it's going to come out lower. And the spin is spinning at what we would think our 7 iron would spin at. So you're getting a lot of spin, lower launch. So all we're going to do now is we're going to match 7 iron for 7 iron. I'm going to build you a spec.
Yep.
And I'm going to get you hit 2.
Yep.
And we're going to see which one comes out on top.
Yep.
All
So
right.
that was my best. That was my best, probably one I've hit.
Yeah.
Because the camera's there, Adam.
And I guess most people want to see. I suppose most people want to see carry, don't they? That for a 7 iron, or my 7/6 iron, was 183 yards on the carry. And then let's see what happens when we build up a like for like.
So it won't be like for like, obviously, because we are traditional.
Yep.
So our loft is going to be at 36. So if I can match.
So technically, well, it's a mismatch anyway because that's a 6 and that's a 7.
Yeah, but what tends to happen is we see a lot of this. So we see a lot of what we call cranked lofts. So they've added loft to the club and then you get certain distances, but it can hinder the player. So you can get too much
It's a lovely looking club though, isn't it?
distance. Yeah, so I've just decided to match something with yours because obviously you don't launch the ball massively high. So a low centre of gravity head in our blade will be good for you because that helps launch the ball up.
Yeah, and this is the RS10
That's
model.
the RS10.
So that's your closest to the
MB.
blade? MB.
Yeah,
Right.
MB. So that would be our player's blade. And then I've fitted you into a 130X with a half an inch longer
Meant
because
to
we
be the
know.
Same shaft.
Basically the same shaft, yeah,
Yep.
to give it a go and see what it's like.
You heard that then? Players Club this. Sent me a Players Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous last words that.
No. He underestimates himself, this Adam.
So the camera can't track the ball.
Strike.
Nice.
Okay, so just on those stats alone, right, I'm just going to end it here because I don't think I can top this. Right, so on the last one you hit 183, you got 6.1 on your spin and your launch was 12.8.
Yeah.
So we've put a traditional 36 degree 7 iron versus a 32 degree. You've actually gained distance, 194 versus 193. You've spun at 6.6, so it's a little bit on the high side, but because your launch is at 13.6, that and the way you
extra bit.
strike it, and you said to me earlier on your game, the style of your game, you tend to hit down on it and spin it a little bit more. So we'd optimise that for you. So 13.6, 6.6, that's going to be a slightly lower climbing height, and you've gained.
So I suppose
Distance.
with more spin as well, it's more controllable when it hits the green.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
So you'll be holding up on greens, and all I've done is stuck 4 degrees extra loft, and you've gained extra yardage.
Right.
Yeah.
See, everyone who plays with me, watch out.
So he'll be coming into Walker soon. Either that, or you've got to win the Order of Merit. One of the two.
No, I won't be doing that. Hasn't seen me put yet. No, it's
Right,
impressive.
give it
that.
another go and see.
Making sure it wasn't beginner's luck.
strike. And you can
Look
see
at that, like
you've
an arrow.
got more control over what you're doing. You're not
you can see
losing
it's
it
flying
right,
higher.
flight's
Same we go.
better. Exactly the same numbers, better spin. So we got 6,000, so that's ideal what we're looking for with the 7, between 5.9 and 6.1. You got 193. So I've gained you a bit, 10 yards on that one, more control.
It's weird because
dispersion.
it feels weird because it's like, it's still a 6 iron. Like
That's a 6
on paper.
iron, and you're beating it with a traditional 7.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah. What you'll also notice is it'll feel a bit softer off the face.
It is very soft.
Most forged clubs they get stamped like forged 3 times.
Yeah.
Right. Miura is very famous for it. There's a big piece on YouTube where they talk about it. We're the only brand that quad forge.
Okay.
So we do it 4 times, and it
Honestly,
creates
it's
even
so soft.
softer. So even on slight mishits, it still feels great.
It's just very soft.
You're not going to get him off the range now.
was
You're going to
gonna
have to
say,
cut this
yeah,
short because he's just going to sit here hitting balls all day now. And again, there's that nice little ball flight.
You're going to hit him like that all day. I can't say I blame him.
It's not caught that one spin.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. And that's the problem we have when playing with range balls.
No, I'll lick my last one.
Last
because
one.
I'm getting a bit too big-headed now.
Strike.
Lovely stuff.
Nice high
Good.
draw. Yeah,
So
lovely.
192.
192, 6-1.
It's quite like a long way for a 7 iron for
It's a
me.
long way for a 7-iron. You might get some wedge game going.
Oh no, that's gone. No, brilliant.
Perfect.
Well, that's very interesting. So,
Fantastic, thanks for that. That
You're
was
welcome.
wonderful. We're going
Thank you very
to, Adam's going to join us now. We're going to get out on course, I think, aren't we, Adam, and catch up with a bit of the
in fact,
action.
can I keep this one instead?
No, you're going to give me that one back, I'm afraid. All right, guys. Thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Thank you for that.
Whilst we're here, actually, let's head over to 7, shall we? Let's walk down this way then, because it's quite steep. Adam, pretty impressive stuff there with the Yorker.
Yeah, I mean, I have had clubs fit in the past, but the Wilsons I'm using now, I got direct from Wilson.
Yeah.
And I suppose, well, I'm shocked, but I suppose it doesn't make you play bad golf by having the lies different. But if you want to improve your golf, you have to go to someone like these guys who build your club rather than fit your club. They build your club specifically.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
That's a big difference for me. So hopefully something like that, if I get my clubs built right, I mean, even then, from a 7 iron to a 6, I'm hitting it further.
Yeah.
Because it's fit differently and all the spin and all.
Well, they often
Mine-
say that, don't they? You know, that you're hitting a 7 iron, but it's going further than your 6. So that shouldn't be the case. But
I'm honestly, I'm gobsmacked. It is brilliant, and you know, I hope a lot of people do go and give them a bash. I mean, it's good. People think I'll say it just because we're with them, but no, they're brilliant.
yeah,
They're brilliant then.
I have to say I've been very, very impressed with that. Back to the action here at the 2020 Pro Tour at Huddersfield now. Nick McCarthy's been out on the course today, hasn't he? He was the Order of Merit champion last year.
Yep.
Can he do it again this year? Well, we're going to find out because we've got how many, 24 events is it this year?
There's
Adam?
23,
23?
and one of them is a 3-day final up in Scotland.
Which we will be live for as well. Now here's a little look back at the action last time we came to Huddersfield in 2020, where Nick McCarthy did pick up that Order of Merit Championship, although it was George Bloor who stole the day with a 6 under par 65. Here's a little highlights from 2020 at Huddersfield Golf Club whilst we get into position.
Perfect.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome to Huddersfield Golf Club, and what a day we have planned for you today. As you can see, it's the DD Porter Construction Tour final on the 2020 Pro Tour. Chris, just talk about shootout. There is going to be a shootout later. Talk to us about that, please.
Yeah, so we did it at Low Lathe, didn't we, about a month
yeah.
ago. Players were really fond of it. It works really well. So again, we're doing it here.
Yeah.
It's up on the Ice House, which is a winter hole on the top of the course. It's about 100, 120 yards.
120, yeah.
Yes, it's a great little hole down to elevated tee. Again, £500 for the winner, £100 for a finalist as well. So a little bit more money in there for them. So something to play for, top 16, and
look,
yeah,
it's a tour final
Yeah.
today. Quite emotional.
yeah, it's been it's flown by, hasn't it? 22
has.
events.
Yeah. Say again?
It got a bit busy the last month, cramming them in every sort of 2 a week sort of thing. But
Elaine?
to get to this point,
Yeah,
and
repeat that.
to have a glorious day like this at Huddersfield Golf Club, is amazing.
George Ash as well. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Very good try.
It went down to the wire as well, didn't it?
You know, the main goal's been, you know, to try and make 100 birdies in the year, so...
And it did end on 99, I think the last one was a birdie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the birdie on the last one, yeah. It felt like a par 4, but yeah.
Look, forget about that because it's your first year as a professional and it's been very good, I would say. We're not sure who the Order of Merit winner is just yet. We think it might be this man. We're pretty sure, but it's not 100% confirmed. But anyway, Nick, your consistency this season has been out of this world, hasn't it? Just talk us through how you've been so good throughout the whole year in such a difficult time.
Yeah, I've played some good golf, to be honest. You know, every week I've kind of tried to put myself in position and give myself a chance. And
Can you tell
most
me,
weeks hasn't happened, but
don't
yeah, I've been playing pretty good, to be honest, all year round. Yeah,
definitely. What does the year mean for you, and what does it enable you to do next year?
You know, it was a tough year for everyone, I think, this year with all the events, but. You know, where the big tours have suffered, I think the mini tours in this country, like the 2020, have really thrived.
Right, so what does it mean for you, 2021 going forward? Because you've got the game, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just taking it to the next level, to be honest. Yeah. So my category on Challenge Tour was frozen this year, and then so hopefully get a few events next year, and then when I do get the events, kind of, you know, take hold of it and give myself a good chance.
You deserve a big round of applause, first of all, so let's get that in. And second of all, I think Chris and Adam, very humble of course, aren't they? But congratulations guys, thanks for putting on the 2020 Pro Tour this season. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, this is the 11th green now.
11. Okay, cool. Right, everybody, welcome to one of the car parks actually at Huddersfield Golf Club. We're just up at the 11th green, as we can see here. We've come slightly higher up the course. There's some spectacular views up here as well, isn't there? We're just going to let them hole out before we keep moving.
Looks like it's Adam Chapman putting now. It is Adam Chapman.
Trying to get a bit of a lick shot with these spectacular views up here as well, up at the 11th green.
So I'm having a lot of messages come through from friends about that fitting, saying, you're playing de-lofted irons more, wonder it so far. Yeah. But actually, it's not the case, is it? Not the case, Mr. Brody.
You've been found out, is that what we're saying? Right, this group just clearing out the way. Actually, if anybody watched last year's event here at Huddersfield,
we might want to just nip off to a side.
Yeah, let's move over to the side. The group behind are about to come through. In fact, we'll stay here for this group, shall we?
Not all players hit the green, do they?
It's Ben Adamson, Stuart Easton and Nicholas Slater about to come through. We'll see how they're
see them through the trees.
Getting on. Yeah, we can actually, if you stand here, you can probably cut through and see them. Nice little par 3 as well. Still yet to see a hole-in-one, Adam, on the 2020 Pro Tour live.
Live, yeah.
It looks a tricky one, this actually, I have to say.
So we had one last year. Torrin Matthews had one at Garforth. Nice. Hole-in-one. Yep.
I've got to say, absolutely. I don't know where you can see this on the camera, but his views are just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, they are. It is brilliant up here, especially at the top of the 18th. You can see from miles and miles.
Oh. Remember, if you've got a question at any time, please do like, comment and share. To be guaranteed that we'll see a comment, head over to either the 2020 Pro Tour Facebook page or Live Sport now. We will pick up your comment as well. We do want to hear from you. We do see them. So let us know. We're at the par 3 11th here at the Huddersfield Golf Club. Coming down, you are about to see Ben Adamson, Stuart Easton and Nicholas Slater. And here last year we had a little par 3 nearest the pin, didn't we, contest? It was a bit further.
That was over there.
Yes.
That's where Dylan, it looks like Dylan who's played this morning. He might as well put his wardrobe in here because he lives at the golf club, does Dylan. I think he's enjoyed playing with Nick Marsh today. Both going, got like the seasoned pro in Nick and then Dylan, a up-and-coming junior, like to go head to head when it matters.
Because Nick Marsh troubling the leaderboard early on in the day, wasn't he? I think he fell a couple of over par in the end. But
he was. I know he'd hate me saying it, but he actually went out of bounds on this hole.
Did he?
Went out of bounds, but he made a 4, so he birdied his second ball. Actually a good 4, but can't imagine he'd be happy. He's leaning over here.
Oh, head. Oh, it's actually on the roof behind.
And it's come back.
And it's come back down. Wow. That was, if you turn around, Leon, you can see the building behind us. It literally smashed into that roof there, rolled down the hill a little bit into the, might have even gone onto the path, mightn't it?
It's all right. You can see it's in bounds, but this wouldn't be a bad.
Oh, it's not as bad, yeah.
This wouldn't be a bad.
It's going to be some shot to watch this though,
because it's going to be a tough one. Because I don't think he's got a brilliant lie.
We'll show you where it is. Look, it landed right at the top on that flat roof, hit the back wall, and it's incredibly close to the drain as well, isn't it?
I don't think he'll need a drop. He might ask for one, but
no, I don't think
it's impeding him, is it? You tell us. You can make the decision.
It's fine.
There you go.
It's fine.
Sorry, not getting
it. Doesn't need a drop. You won't get any gifts from the 2020 Pro Tour.
But if he's trying to, again, this is a weird shot for him because he's off an uphill lie, or she's off an uphill lie, which won't help, and he's got a tree to contend with. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this.
What would you do? Would you
shut
just
my eyes and hope? Wish for the best.
Get your wedge with the highest loft on, and up it goes.
Not necessarily, because the pins, you've got a lot of room to work with. Once you get to the pinnacle of this hill, it's flat, so you could hit it lower. Make sure you take the tree out of play and let the ball release.
Yeah.
I'd like to think they'd do that because they can't go high because they'll hit the tree.
They're coming down now, so we can actually go up and have a little look, can't we, at see where the rest of the ball's landed.
Yeah, so his ball's down there, but up here you've got so much room between here and the pin. So
we've got one front edge of the green, one over on the right.
It's a good shot. It's an incredibly quick putt from there. But yeah, the person who's playing this shot will be landing it probably around the fringe, I'd say.
Yeah.
And letting it ball release because you don't want to go past the other side.
No, you almost want like a nice little gentle kick off it, don't you?
Was it Ben Adams? Was it the guy in blue?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was Ben Adamson who hit that ball. I think he's an amateur.
Yes, in fact they all are. Yeah, Stuart Easton and Nicholas Slater as well. George Ash, by the way, let's give him a mention. He's an amateur, but he's ripping up their leaderboard today.
He can play, can George? He played well at Hallam. We had a winter series event, and George and his partner Sam Best was also an incredible golfer. I think Sam's playing Walker Cup. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, George is great. I think he had a good finish last year at Bradford. I think he'll go on to do some good things. He's a superb player.
Fantastic. Here they come. Now let's grab a quick word. Yeah.
It's just down there by the right. Pitched on the roof and kicked back. Pitched on the flat roof.
Bounced off my head. Headed it on for you.
So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this. He'll take a wander up, have a look at the shot he's faced with. He'll walk back, he'll pick a landing zone, try and land his ball on there. To go a bit, land it short.
Yeah, right, Adam. It's
Yeah, it's
pretty much
landed
what you do.
quite soft. I'd probably tried to play it a bit lower just so you make sure you got that
Yeah.
forward bounce rather than a bounce up.
Yeah, you're not looking for it to stop dead, are you? Yeah.
But again, it's one of them things you can't always play them great, can you? Especially when you get some ropey lies down in the rough.
Yes. Watch your back, Leon. Don't go backwards.
I know, he's straight down the bunker.
That would that'd be great for the viewers.
I know. Just look at the sky. At least all we'll see is blue. Not a cloud in the skies today.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's
Isn't it?
absolutely, honestly.
I think we'd have to apologise for a few swear words, mind. But
Yeah, so where do you want to head to after this, Ian? So we've got 12 and 13 down there, or we've got 16th tee and 15th green up there.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this putt's going to be very fast down the slope. Oh, wonderful putt.
Fantastic.
Playing up to the camera. Surprised he's not running up to kiss it, eh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gives a little dance.
I think if it's Stuart's just Ben's signalled four under, 5, 4 or 5 under the amateur.
Wow.
Stuart Easton. We haven't yet had an amateur win on the tour, so that's a wonderful putt.
Would I be right in thinking the amateur can't take any prize money then?
Can't take the prize money, unfortunately. But if it's that good, should just temper away. I would.
Can you not turn pro on the 18th?
No, I don't think the pros would be happy with that. It's a putt. It's turning right to left. Has it taken the break?
Come on, go on.
Good effort, Ben. So we'll head off before this next group. Oh, they're a bit
Yeah,
behind.
I'll put that away.
Yes,
Happy
so
jubbly.
I mean, he's walked off with a 4 there, and it could have been a lot worse after his tee shot, couldn't
Do
it?
you know what? It's the second time we saw Lars Gustavin a little bit earlier at the 8th, and he got into all sorts of trouble. But an absolute monster putt for his second putt. He did miss it, but he got very, very close. It was a long way away, and
Yeah.
it kind of got out. Almost got out of the jail free there a little bit. Did double bogey in the end, but could have been a lot worse. And these par threes, it just goes to show, doesn't it? If you make just a small mistake,
well,
it's almost double punishment, isn't it?
par threes are usually you play your par threes over par most of the people, and your par fives are, you know, you hopefully you play your par fives under par. Usually people play the par threes over par, and the rest are kind of par fours. If you play around level, you're usually going to play well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the score is, won't it, today? It's for a long time, sort of 2 under has held it in the clubhouse. Of course, we're expecting to go lower than that. John Parry's, he was still about 10-15 minutes ago, still 3 under par, coming down 18, I think, as well. So he's about to wrap up his round.
Well, I think most of the players here for the 18th here, if you hit a good drive, birdie is par. A 4 is a par on the last here. Anyone who makes 5 down last is going to be disappointed. So see how we. And I played with John Parry last year around Willow Valley, and it was one of the easiest 5 unders I've ever seen. It was just so good.
You mean he makes it look
Just
easy?
makes it look so easy. It was kind of demoralising.
He is he's an exceptional talent when he's on his game, and he's been on his game now, hasn't he, for about 10 months or so.
Yeah, well, he's a previous winner on tour, so he's got game.
Multiple winner as well, and he went on a bit of a mazy run, didn't he? In fact, he was close to picking up quite a hefty prize nearly at the end of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player, and I know he's playing Europro this year. I won't be surprised if he goes and wins the Order of Merit on that and gets back to the main tour where he should be, really. So we've got Rochelle Morris's group.
Ah, fantastic, yes. So Keelan McClure, Harry Hunter-Mapp and Rochelle Morris. And if you are watching, I know it's all about golf.
The views. You're going to mention the views, aren't you, again?
Absolutely. I mean, even if you just turn around, you can just see down the bowl over there. Look, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's lovely. It really is. Yeah, very fortunate to play here.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Oh, definitely. But
Yeah,
of course,
I want to thank, whilst I'm here, I want to thank the golf club for allowing us to host this event. I know a lot of golf clubs in this time have kind of, especially private clubs like this, have kept it for members only.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate where we were the only visiting party that were allowed during this time. So
Brilliant.
thank you to the golf club for hosting it.
And of course the members as well for giving up all those tee times as well.
Absolutely.
Fantastic stuff.
Absolutely, but the membership's great here. The majority of people do like embrace the fact, well, they know me from here and they like what we're doing and they do support it. It is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, you can't ask for anything more from the members or the golf club. Unless they gave us free tea times, we could do that next year. If anyone's watching.
Yeah, good luck with that. Right, so we have, actually funny, Rochelle Morris, she's down at Croston Heath, isn't she?
Yeah, Rochelle's about to play her shot now.
She's just down there in the white top, the grey cap there.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of junior coaching at Croston Heath where Chris does his coaching.
Yes.
At the academy at Croston Heath. They're doing a great job.
It was up in the air. It's,
if it gets up the slope.
oh, look at it,
shot.
great shot. And by the way, a bit of a nasty green this, isn't it? I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but if you don't land it on the top shelf, it's a wicked, wicked putt you've got.
Yeah, it is tough. It's a tough hole, especially 15th. It can be one of them holes, especially off the tee where you've got the gorse to the right, and then an uphill second shot. It can be a potential card ruiner, this one, because if you don't hit it in the gorse, you've got a potential 3-putt here with that slope.
Yeah. So we've got 2 on the green.
Well, it looks like one's going long. Again, that's the problem with a back pin.
Yes.
If you get a bit of a flyer from the rough and you go over the back here, I would be very surprised if you got up and down. You can't, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but he might not even be able to see the pin from where he is. It's that low.
Yes, it's deceivingly steep, the entire track actually here, isn't it, Huddersfield? It's walking down that 18th. I mean, it'd be great fun for sledging, wouldn't it, when it snows? But
Well, you get a lot of sledges, yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see if he plays this one high and lands it on the flat or bumps it up the bank and goes low. Going the high route. Oh, he's bounced.
oh, go on. Oh,
Yeah. It's
Not quite
sort of
high enough,
just
did
going
it?
long there. It's one of them red crosses in the book. You don't want to go there.
so this is Keelan McClure, Harry Hunter-Mapp and Rochelle Morris. There's certainly lessons being learned out here today. Of course, a lot of players haven't played his first competitive round. In fact, for some of them, it's the first round for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly competitive round for most people. Yeah. I think people would like to just get back playing. It's brilliant.
And look how far back he is, by the way. Look how far that ball must have rolled
And
back.
watch this one now.
And of course, he's sort of overcompensated, hasn't he, a little bit? The fear of repeating the same mistake has cost him dear.
Yeah, it's one of the big things. And again, he's still from where he was. He's still got to play a very cute shot to stop it on that top tier, because the greens look like they're quite bouncy.
Yeah.
You can't see it in April, but the sun's burning the greens.
It's such a funny day, isn't it? In the sun, it's absolutely roasting. And you come up here and there's a bit of a chill, and you get in the shade and it's cold, and typical Yorkshire day, I think, isn't it?
You forget it's April sometimes. we'll get back to the clubhouse, there'll be people in shorts and vests sunbathing, having a few beers.
You've caught the sun today, Adam.
I know. Left, just going to simmer down. Yeah, the greens are rolling well. I know I say about the greens burning off. The greenkeeper was out this morning watering the greens, then cutting them, then ironing them to try and keep the moisture in the green for a bit longer. You can see Chris's group down there on the par 5, 14th.
Do we know how Chris is getting on?
I'll have to have a look on my mobile. Ooh, nearly. So I can confirm that John Parry has finished on 3 under par and is leader in the clubhouse. Stuart Easton, however, he's moved to 4 under on the 11th.
Yes, we just saw
Stuart,
Stuart, didn't we?
box the putt. Chris is tied 3rd at 2 under through 11 holes. But he's had the difficult 12th and 13th. Then apart, I'd imagine he'd stay at 2 under. There we go. We can watch these tee off next. It's a blind tee shot, but you've got to go Emily Moormast, it's called in the distance.
Yeah.
You aim for that perfect line. So this is for a double bogey 6.
Go on, get it.
Stick.
Strips.
That's the problem with going long. You can easily walk off with a double or a triple.
It's difficult, isn't it? It certainly is. We're going to watch them tee off here whilst we wait for the next group to come through. Let's have a quick word of Rochelle Morris. Rochelle, how you doing? It's good to see you this year. How's it going today?
You know, it's the first one.
It is the first one, yeah. Just good to be back out.
Yeah, it's just nice to be back playing.
And of course,
a little bit rusty.
we're coming to Crossland Heath this year. Of course, you obviously know incredibly well. Are you going to be playing in that one?
Potentially, yeah. If it fits in with my season, I definitely will.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, look, I'll let you crack on. Best of luck for the rest of the round, and we'll see you soon. Right, we're going to stay here because Adam was just mentioning there. You can see, you get a cracking view here. It's actually a blind tee shot, but you can see Emily Moormast there. And Adam says that's the perfect target market, is it?
Yeah, so the hole's a bit of a dog leg, but as you can feel, the wind's a bit off the left. So setting off at that with a bit of a fade will be perfect.
That's good to
Exactly how I said. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Bit of a fade off the tower is the go-to shot here.
Just what it needs as well.
Lovely swing. Yeah, beautiful that, perfect.
Happy days.
Powerful flight as well, that one.
There. Don't know how well we're going to see a shot. We'll see if we can, and we'll stick down because we've got Sophie Lamb in the group behind as well, Ian Pyman and Will Webster as well in this group.
Ian Pyman's just hit his ball. Got to get up. It's a good shot if he has. Oh, it's pitched into the slope.
Oh, it's going to roll down, isn't it? Look, it's going to roll down.
It's so
there
tough.
There it goes. Well, that'll be interesting to see. Actually, that'll be quite learn a bit of a lesson there, I think, won't we?
Yeah.
I certainly will, anyway.
It's just tough to get your pace up that. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's quite severe.
Well, we'll go down in a minute once they've played and get a look, shall we, at it?
Yeah, sure. The sofa's playing up now. I think the ideal way to play it is playing it in a bit low and landing it on the bottom tier to get a run up. It also takes long out of play.
Well, we've seen you certainly don't want to go long, don't you?
She's gone the high route.
She has, isn't she?
It looks good for distance.
It does look good. It's going to be the right side. Oh, what
Yeah,
a
lovely
shot
shot.
as well.
Lovely shot. Ignore me, just float up there with a bit of spin to it there. Different class.
Adam, I think you always sell yourself a little bit short, actually, when it comes to talking about your game. I know
It's only because I'm surrounded by such good players, that's all.
you're not half bad yourself. You're not half bad yourself.
Yeah, so I've got the legend that is Ian Pyman playing. I believe, again, it's tough to quote. I try and remember these figures, I can't, but I think he's the record holder for the amount of Challenge Tour wins. With
Really?
8.
Wow.
8 Challenge Tour wins, I believe.
Fantastic stuff. Didn't know
Someone
that.
comment below if you know the actual number. I'm pretty sure it's
Yes,
8.
somebody from the Challenge Tour, if you do know that,
Yeah,
please.
someone-
Or somebody just Google, please.
Quickly.
Quickly
So don't
do
look
comment.
embarrassed.
Comment on the 2020 Pro Tour page or comment on Live Sport Now and we'll be able to have a look. I still can't. What a fantastic shot that was by Sophie, by the way.
It was good. She's got a putt, quite a quick putt, will move right to left. But it will be for a birdie. I played with Sophie last year at Hallamshire and she made the game look so simple.
Yeah.
So simple. Just fairways and greens. It's probably how golf should be played, not everywhere. In the trees and the rough like me.
Do like a bit of a zigzagging on the
I
side
do.
when I play.
I love army golf, left, right.
Pros take 10,000 steps, I take 30,000 steps.
You just get the exercise, don't you? So.
So we've got two tricky putts here, haven't we, down the hill.
Yeah. And the slope sits like right to left and uphill. So it sits more like against you. So it's
Here we
gonna,
go.
once it gets to the slope, it'll fling it to the right, to the left. So at the moment, Nick Poppleton's finished 4 under.
I see.
John Parry 3 under.
Oh, what a putt, by the way.
Is there anyone in particular looking for? Bradley Pipeman? Yeah. Me too. Remember that?
You Mr. Walker?
I am. Richard Law +2. Could you have muted it? It's gotta go. Gotta go. It's a good pace.
It's another
Ian
cra-
looks quite
cracking
wrapped up, but I think that's because he lives in Cyprus most of the time.
It's
It's probably cold for him. here.
freezing for him today, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
What,
so
what a putt it was, by the way, by Will Webster. It was something
Brilliant,
else,
yeah.
wasn't it?
yeah, it's tough from there. And especially for someone not being a member here, it's good. It's just good touch, good feel. Probably worth saying that we've just seen that Nick Poppleton has come in, new clubhouse leader at 4 under.
Just not surprised at all. It's just
So hopefully it breaks a bit too pacey.
And
It's
I
a
have-
positive putt.
Yeah, I have to say with Nicholas Poppleton as well, I do have to take a large dose of the credit for that.
Oh.
He was parring all the way, and then at 8 he whilst we were there. Started his birdie run at 8, just as the camera was there.
You could just go up to him and take a percentage, like a caddy would.
I'll take
10%.
I'll take all the credit for it. Let's grab a quick word with Sophie, shall we see how she's getting on today, shall we? Sophie, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, very well, very well. How's it going today?
Not too bad. I'm 1 over at the moment. Playing okay, just a bit scoring rusty, but hitting the ball well.
You say that shot into the green
Yeah.
was the best one we've seen here today so far.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's just nice to be out, isn't it? Nice weather and.
It's glorious, isn't it? It is. I'll let you crack on anyway. Take it home, and thanks for talking to us.
Just come round the back and watch these players.
Yeah, we'll watch these two gentlemen. See off Will Webster, Ian Pyman, just here and there, Adam. We're hearing it a bit familiar story today. People just feeling a bit rusty and just getting back into it. Although 1 over is Sophie.
He's still a solid golfer. I know she's got a par 5 coming up. I think she'll be happy with the level. It's respectable. Just play some good golf. So Ian Pyman on the tee.
I like it, straight as an arrow.
That's perfect as well.
Brilliant.
So this fairway, you can't see it because of the gauze, but it goes downhill left to right. So per shot on the left, low will chase. That's perfect. Another lefty. We have a few lefties playing in this tour. It's rare you see them, but if you hit it like that, I might play left-handers.
Oh, blimey, yeah. Well, I think we just stick around here just for this next group coming through, because it is Georgia Bow, it is Brogan Townend, and we think it's Chris Hansen in this group as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's well worth just sticking around here just for a little bit, just see how they're getting on. Of course, Georgia's been making headlines, hasn't she, herself? And we know Brogan played an awful lot on the 2020 Pro Tour last year, and
yeah,
Chris Hansen started the day at 20-1 to win outright, and well, he's in with a shot, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he knows the course. He's, you know, I think secretly he's getting back into playing a bit. You know, he's loving his coaching up at the academy at Cross and Heath. I was actually up there yesterday playing a union match. It's just a perfect place for him up there. He enjoys it. But I think when he's in an environment like this, he wants to get the clubs out.
Yeah.
He's back into that frame of mind.
He's some player as well, isn't he?
He is.
You know, I know he's a bit like you actually. I know you joke and stuff.
He's not. He's really not. I mean, I can play a bit. Don't get me wrong, but it's a different league. You know,
I think
I play quite a lot, and
every time Chris has played in one of these events, he's always been under par, hasn't he? I think.
No, he hasn't.
Oh.
But he has had some good finishes.
I got that wrong.
No, I'm not having that.
In case he watches this back,
Yeah, I'm not
too
having
nice.
that. No, not having that. No, but he rarely plays golf anymore. He doesn't get on the course much, but he hits a lot in his studio up at the academy, and I think he's playing well because he's taking his time. I think he's on the European Tour again, doesn't he? Come on, pull the trigger, Chris. No, I know he's still got a sort of Challenge Tour status where he'll probably play between 8 and 12 events. So I'm really hoping. I mean, I won't say it to his face, but he is a very, very good golfer.
Well, he's played just on the slope. It's going to come back.
But he's a very good golfer. I really hope that he gets the bug back and gets back on the European Tour.
Veteran, isn't he? I suppose you could almost. Would that be almost fair to say?
I don't know, really. I don't think so, because he's got the game to be able to play at that level. Like, no doubt in my mind. We'll see how he does today. Anything under par it's great.
Yeah,
great today, especially for someone who doesn't get out on the course much.
Like you say, he's doing an awful lot of coaching, isn't he, up at Croston Heath?
Yeah. And Georgia's pacing out her yardage, probably too close. But again, that's where Georgia's ball is. It's one of them, I would highly doubt that she's going to fly it all the way.
Yes.
She might as well use, again, for someone watching from home, don't get your lob wedge out from somewhere like here.
I was
You
going
might
to
as well
say,
get,
I think I would almost be tempted to get a 7 or something. Just bumping on
yeah,
it.
absolutely. Maybe just, you've got a bit of a slope, get it. Something that runs out like a 9 iron.
Yeah.
It takes the bad shot out. So I can see someone pitching nearly on Chris's ball and just running up the slope. He's smiling. So Brogan's chunked it there.
But it's not going to make it, is it?
No. Pitched on the slope. You needed a good caddy on the bag. I know one.
Yeah, but I'm broadcasting right now. Doesn't a good caddy just agree with everything that the pro says?
Probably. On paper, not me. Tell you what, there still isn't a cloud in the sky.
It's absolutely delightful, isn't it, really? It's nice to see courses back open and people enjoying a nice sit outside here today.
Yeah, a lot of the members are up utilising the new guidelines where you can sit outside and have a pint. It's nice. It is good for the golf clubs and pubs alike to be back open and
It's fantastic, isn't
generating some revenue. It's gone high and won't make it.
Hasn't she? Oh, I think she'll regret that.
Yeah, again, you've got to get the ball rolling up that slope. The problem is, we're playing a shot like that. If you didn't get it up, you're staring a tough 2-putt in the face. It's worth thanking today's main sponsor, DD Porter Construction. They're a local company. I want to say thank you personally because they're a local company who's been with us from the start, support what we do, and it's great to have them on board. Go check out the website.
This event last year, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, it's brilliant. They put a lot into a lot of sponsorship into, you could say, grassroots sports if you call this grassroots. Huge thank you. Huge thank you to them for the support.
That was a good,
It's a lovely
confident
putt.
strike, that, wasn't it, by the way?
Lovely putt.
No messing from Georgia there.
Unfortunately, it's probably for a bogey. Unless they've hit the drive up there, I'm not sure. In fact, they could have hit the drive up there.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is for birdie, isn't it, for Brian?
Yeah, I'd say so. Brogan will have got a read from George's putt. Chris will be watching it like a hawk. Looks good.
It is. Go on. Go
Looks
on.
good.
Go on.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a lovely putt.
Copy that, Chris. And it goes in, I think.
Just a bit left of that and it's perfect.
Yep.
Looks firm. Looks firm.
Go on.
Looks firm. Oh, he's left himself a little knee knock.
Yeah, it's squeaky bum time there, I think.
But it's positive. That's unlike Chris. He's very much a dyer in the hole, very dead weight. I like to see it, a bit of positivity. Yeah, so this is something, I don't know, this is something we've implemented this year because flags have to stay in. A player can hold the pin back with the club.
Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Because sometimes, like this pin, it's sat a bit right. So sometimes you can hit the ball, hits the pin and jumps out.
Yeah.
So if a player can hold it back, it gives the player a bit of more of a fair chance. This will be for Chris's part.
He was smiles 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you won't be now.
Why don't you talk to him?
No, this will be a good raw interview for you now.
Just see how Georgia holds out.
No smiles now.
No.
Get a microphone. How do you feel? Enjoying life.
Still smiling, Chris. Chris, some event today. You're playing. How's it going out there?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's a quiet day being on the back tees and playing with two ladies. It's
bit on your toddy.
Quite nice. He likes being alone.
Yeah, I'm just having a little wander. It's quite nice. Weather's beautiful, isn't it? First day back, first tour event. So yeah, all's good. Mate.
No caddy for you today.
No, I've got no friends in my bubble, so I'm just come for the wander.
That's what I like to look. We're going to watch you tee off anyway,
yeah.
and best of luck on the home stretch here.
Paul, what shot are you going to hit down here? I'm going to talk the viewers through what you're going to do.
Well, he's been going. Let's go down the left, I think.
The left. You're not going to say what I said earlier. What do we think?
I'm going to mark a post-it. Oh, Emily Moore Mass with a bit of slide.
There you go, Emily Moore Mass with a bit of slide. Just like I said earlier.
Perfect. Here we go.
Let's have a look. Yeah, Chris saying it's a different wind today. It usually doesn't play this way. Usually this is downwind off the right, so it's almost an opposite wind. But again, that's something that will hinder someone who plays here often and help someone who doesn't because they're not used to it. Because you get the guys who play regular who know this is like a driver and a 9-iron, where today it might be a driver and a 6-iron.
Yes.
It's a different shot they're going to hit. And let Chris lead. Just like that. Just like that.
You get some power on it though, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
So straight split the towers with a bit of fade.
We'll just let Georgia tee off and then we'll wrap this broadcast up and go to a short break.
That's left.
Is that the wind pushing it quite a bit? It looks like.
No, that was just an over the top pull, wasn't it? No, that was just a bad swing. Potentially, I mean, if it was me playing, I'd be putting another ball in the tee, but
She's thinking about it.
There
She's
you
going to
go.
do it as well. Yeah, she's going to do it.
He's left. She wants to be taking it well right of the towers. Without there, that's perfect.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Great stuff. Right, Adam, thank you so much for joining me for that stint. That was an awful lot of fun to learn more about the Yorkshire Golf Clubs, of course, and get back out on to the action. We are here live at Huddersfield Golf Club. It is the DD Porter Construction Open on the 2020 Pro Tour. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, we're going to find out who is going to be crowned the champion. Right now, it's John Parry sat on a nice, comfortable throne in the clubhouse.
Nick Poppleton, isn't it?
Nick Poppleton, of course. Yes, yes, Nick Poppleton at 4 under, who sat on his comfortable throne. Can he take it home? He's a multiple winner on the 2020 Pro Tour. Can he start 2021 with a bang? We're going to find out when we come back.
Brilliant.